Hi guys, welcome back. I am Sam.
I'm Tony.
And we are your virtual best friends. So today we're going to talk about, well, it's been in the news that Kevin Feige has been brought on to direct a new Star Wars movie.
Produce.
Is it produced?
Produce a new Star
Okay,
Wars
that's
movie
all
alongside Kathleen Kennedy. So it's Kathleen Kennedy still overseeing it as the head of Lucasfilm, but he's going to be the main executive producer on it, is what I understand from what I read in the THR article.
And you're more familiar with this whole scenario than I am. You're the one who told me about it, and I'm kind of just hearing bits from you here and there. So, I mean, obviously Kevin Feige is the figurehead of Marvel Studios right now.
The High Lord and everything.
Everything that you love about the Marvel Studios is from Kevin Feige, more or less.
If you love the MCU, you owe that to Kevin Feige.
Yeah,
as we do.
MCU is his brainchild, so he knows how to make a good, obviously a good movie, good script, but how to just he hasn't made a bad movie since like I don't know, Thor 2. And even that I wouldn't even blame him.
And even before the MCU got started with Iron Man, he has credits in the Spider-Man trilogy, the Raimi trilogy.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, I don't remember what the credit was, but I remember I was watching the first Spider-Man movie one time, and then it said, Sam Raimi and a bunch of other producers and assistant directors, and it said something Kevin Feige, and I was like, oh, he's been in this for a while.
Oh.
He's just a Marvel fanboy. But then
let me fact check that.
But then you learn that as much as he loves Marvel, and he loves Marvel, his heart belongs to Star Wars. He's a
huge Star Wars fan. Okay, but explain to me why Kevin Feige is such a big deal for this.
I think it's because just the track record, he's had it since the elite. Well, whenever they began working on Iron Man, late 2006, early 2007, up until he just finished off a fucking a saga within itself. With Infinity War and Endgame, and So
what can he bring to the table that I guess no one has yet, as far as Abrams, as far as fucktard who made Last Jedi, as far as Kathleen Kennedy?
I'm leaving. No. As much as I love what Disney and Lucasfilm is doing with Star Wars, I think even if you're the biggest fan of all the movies, you have to admit that at least with the sequel trilogy, not being Rogue One and Solo, they have not had a real plan.
Well, even Rogue One and Solo is kind of not in fans' favor. Solo as much.
Rogue One is, I think.
Rogue One is, but I hear a lot.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I hear a lot more dissenting opinion on Rogue One than I do, say, Force Awakens.
Yeah, and I don't think enough people saw Solo to really care.
Yeah,
to give an opinion on it.
I mean, out of the sequel trilogy plus spin-offs, where it's kind of not batting a great record. I love all of them. Even as I previously stated, I'm not the biggest fan of Last Jedi, but I do respect it more as a movie, having more in hindsight now.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, I would say it's probably about as equal to the prequels right now in terms of fan favorability. In terms of modern fans, I guess.
I guess.
It's kind of.
I think it's the half that hate it, or the half that don't like Phantom Menace and Attack the Clones, and then the half that love it are like the Revenge of the Sith fanboys like us.
We love all of it. Just to be clear, we love all of it. Even Solo, I love Solo. Yeah. I love Last Jedi. Well, there's things in Last Jedi that I love. There's parts I don't like too, but
But
I still respect it.
But anyway, what can Kevin Feige bring? I think he can bring consistency to, because I guarantee you he's not just a one and done movie.
I say, do you think he's gonna kind of like with Marvel, kind of bring a whole new saga trilogy or whatever to the new or to Star Wars, or because again I do as well doubt that it'll be one and done. I think he'll at least have a solid 3 movies under his belt by the end of the next decade.
He'll at least have an outline for 2 or 3. He'll be directly involved with the first one for sure, but there's no way Kathleen Kennedy has him come on to produce or whatever the official term is that he's doing with these movies and only do one, knowing his track record with Marvel and Marvel and Lucasfilm are both under Disney, So it's not like she's really stealing him away from anything. He's busy with what's going on in the MCU right now, and with finally coming to a deal with Sony, which we can discuss later.
Next episode, watch out for that.
But yeah, I think he can bring because even though I love The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, I think The Rise of Skywalker is going to be great. There was actually a quote from JJ that somebody put out, a quote from him recently. I don't know if it was in the Empire thing that's coming out here soon, but they matched that one up to what he said when they were making The Last Jedi, I believe, or right after it came out, and that he's not looking to fix anything that Rian Johnson did, and he basically said that even though there are things in The Last Jedi he wouldn't have done, or he wouldn't have done that way.
It's very. I don't like Rian Johnson even being picked on.
He says, JJ says that even though there's stuff in there that he wouldn't have done, that The Last Jedi still follows through for the whole plan. I don't know if he's just saying that because he needs to say that for people to go and watch The Rise of Skywalker, which doesn't matter to us because we're going to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And there are rumors going around right now that Ryan and JJ don't really like each other. I don't know why that would be the case, because Ryan was already writing the script for 8 as JJ was finishing shooting 7.
Yeah.
And they had to have talked at some point, because even it was Ryan's idea to have R2 go with Rey and Chewie talk too.
Yeah, wait, I know. I think it's pretty well known that Rian Johnson had some of his fingers in the pot of Force Awakens to kind of set up his film after that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess a question that I just kind of thought was, do you think he'll get Marcus McFeely to help write for it? I think that's the kind of trifecta is Feige, Marcus, and McFeely.
I don't know.
And the Russos to direct if you want to make it a...
That's what I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
He'll get the Russos involved in some way. I don't know about McFeely and them, but
I don't know if the Russos... I don't know if their kind of style could directly translate to Star Wars.
I don't know that either, but I just know
I think
it seems like everybody at Marvel is the biggest Star Wars fan working on Marvel movies, and it's why weren't you guys like discuss what to do?
Are Russos, are they Star Wars fans? I guess it's kind of who the fuck isn't nowadays,
but like over at Marvel, it's Feige, Jon Favreau, and Russo brothers.
Well, Jon Favreau
he's show running the Mandalorian.
Yeah. And he was, of course, in Solo as well.
Yeah, and he's made cameos in Rebels and Clone Wars as well.
Has he really?
Yeah, he was pre-Vizsla.
Can we just have like an episode just like loving over fucking over on Favreau? Well, can we just have an episode like just Favreau? I love Favreau. He was it.
Yeah.
Have you seen Daredevil?
The original movie?
Yeah.
No.
It's so bad. He's in it.
Is he?
He's in it. I love Favreau. Anyway, regardless, I think Favreau's...
First time I became aware of him was when he played the Doctor in Elf.
That's right. Holy shit.
He played the Doctor in Elf, and then I watched the first MCU movie I think I watched was Iron Man 3 in theaters, and I was like, that's the guy from Elf.
Yeah.
And then now he's like one of the...
Have you seen Chef?
No.
It's bad. You should watch it.
Really?
It's really bad.
No.
Well, I mean, it's just stupid. It's with Scarlett Johansson.
The Netflix thing?
Oh, no. Chef is a movie that he made about cooking. He loves food. I'll show it to you later.
Clearly.
Anyway, Jon Favreau's unsung hero. Yes. Maybe not quite so unsung, but he is amazing. Anyway.
And actually, I love giving credit to Jon Favreau, but right now the reason why he's doing Mandalorian is because he's under the wing of Dave Filoni. Do you know who he is?
No, I don't.
Dave Filoni is the showrunner that basically, if you don't know this, George Lucas he was directly involved with the entirety of the Clone Wars, the second animated series from 2008 to 2014.
Not Clone Wars, the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars, yeah. Is the first one just called Clone Wars?
Yeah, first one. Okay. Which I actually love very much. You hate it, but I love it very much. Yeah. I don't want to rewatch it because I don't want to not love it anymore. But as a kid watching it, I remember that shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah, so George Lucas was directly involved with everything in the Clone Wars. That's why if you think there's some weird stuff in there, that's because that's his prequel brain, working at hand. But his showrunner, his director, executive producer was Dave Filoni, who's also the showrunner and oversaw everything with Rebels. And now he's directing 2 of the episodes for The Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a question. in the recent news of George Lucas and all that and his contract, and
yeah,
we may or may not talk about that eventually. It is kind of a messed up thing, but it's not a fun part of Star Wars.
Yeah, but it's business and it has to happen.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, my feelings are he sold it. They were able to do what they want with it. If he wanted to make more, he should have kept it. But regardless, I do feel bad for him. Just how, I don't know. Another episode.
It's got a lot of people turning on Disney when this actually is not news. Yeah. We knew that they weren't using his scripts right before they even started casting for the Force Awakens.
This is not news. But regardless, this is kind of a sad story. But anyway, do you think Feige will approach Lucas in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, for sure. Like there are rumors going around right now that because that thing came out in Bob Iger's book about George Lucas not being happy, that Feige is going to take those scripts for 7, 8, and 9 and make movies out of them, which I highly doubt that. You can't do that.
I'm making a new sequel trilogy. I'm rebooting the sequel trilogy.
People would think, oh, they're just going to put in alternate universe. Mark Hamill's done. He's not going to be Luke anymore.
Also, Carrie Fisher is no longer alive.
Yeah, Carrie's not there. You're not going to get Harrison back for 10 minutes.
Harrison Ford doesn't want to break his leg again.
Yeah, you're not even going to get him into a meeting.
Also, I think that in leading up to Force Awakens, I think that might be the best. It was the best time to be a Star Wars fan because there was so much excitement, and I think it was so unbridled to, especially even the prequels. Like it was like, oh, cool, more Star Wars. Like as a fan, awesome, but like just this promise of a new thing that's going to fix what was already broken or what was broken. Yeah. It was so surreal to be a fan at that time. And I think it'd be very hard, at least commercially, to do that again. But I think for us, we're always going to be excited for Star Wars as we were when Force Awakens was released. But the masses, I don't think they were that way. So if they hear the name Feige, they're not going to give a shit because they don't know who the hell it is. You know, we're excited for it, but I don't think anyone else, at least commercially, will be.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the Force Awakens is gonna fix what was broken because
that's the vibe I got.
That was the vibe, but that's not how I personally felt because Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, you can have your issues with them, and I do, but Revenge of the Sith.
Personally, I feel I love
because Revenge of the Sith for me at least in 2005 when I was 8 was such a high, and I was like on the moon, like this is the greatest thing ever.
Revenge of the Sith is like my top 3, maybe even top 2. It might be my second favorite.
It is my second favorite. It's for me, it's Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, and The Last
Jedi. It's really, I mean, maybe eventually we do an episode where we rank our movies because it's so hard. Because I think it's kind of cliche at this point to go, oh, Empire Strikes Back. I mean, even though it is a great film, I honestly love Force Awakens. Don't at me because I fucking love Force Awakens.
I do too.
Yes. And I for a while I was thinking like that it might be my #1 movie just because it made me so excited to be a Star Wars fan again. Yeah. You know. I love Rogue One too. I think Rogue One is an amazing.
I think the lead up to the Rise of Skywalker right now is like it's bringing me back to when I was 8. Coming up and anticipating Revenge of the Sith coming out because I remember. Because when I was like 8 years old, I had no idea that there was a planned trilogy. I just thought, I thought it was.
Yes, it could end at #2. You know, I thought when we were kids, there was no.
I thought after Attack of the Clones, that was it, and A New Hope would be Episode 3, and then Empire's 5, and so on. But
or there was you didn't have the prospect of like, oh yeah, there's a contract for 3 movies. They have these actors for so long. Yes. When you're a kid, you don't know that. And it's such a surprise when it I remember when Iron Man came out, I saw it on I think I bought it was an Avengers animated movie. I think it was that, and it was on the special features for that. And I was like, "What? They're making Iron Man?" And then it came out a month later. And then, I guess in doing research for MCU stuff, it was announced 10 years beforehand or something like that. But I was a kid, so I didn't keep track of what movies are coming out. As soon as I saw it, it came out almost pretty soon because marketing and all that. I guess that's how they get kids, that's kind of the revenue.
I don't remember I think the first marketing I saw for Revenge of the Sith was probably the first teaser trailer. And I want to say it had to be 2004, so probably attached to Prisoner of Azkaban, maybe? I don't know, because that's
I don't remember anything past the age, or before the age of 13.
Okay, well, I just remember seeing that in theaters, because I was confused, because okay, that's Anakin, he has longer hair. that looks like Luke's lightsaber.
I think the first time I remember seeing it is I think it was from Lego. I think Lego. Just put out their episode 3. Because I bought the Obi-Wan Grievous chase when he's on the Green Lizard.
Oh, okay.
That way, I remember I bought that. Oh man, it fucking takes me back. And then I bought the Anakin space fighter. What's it called? The
Jedi fighter.
Yeah, the Jedi fighter. I bought that. So man. Anyway, back to Feige, I guess. I mean, I think it's safe to say that we're really excited to have his name attached to it. I just think he'll offer more structure than what we've so far gotten in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Of course, with his repertoire of all his fucking Marvel movies, I think he's definitely the man to bring structure to this.
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy will be the overseer on the business side. He'll be the overseer on the creative side.
Yeah.
Because he's more fit, I think, to have things that connect because of like the 23 movie saga he just ended and is keeping going.
So I guess hypothesis time. When do we think it'll come out? I'm gonna guess maybe like 2022, 2023.
It can't be 2022. 2022 is when the first Benioff and Weiss movie is coming.
Okay, and, maybe 2023, 2024 then.
Right now it sounds like Benioff and Weiss are doing a trilogy and it's gonna come out every other year. Plus we still have Rian Johnson's trilogy. And they're thinking maybe if Benioff and Weiss is 22, then Rian Johnson's first one would be 23.
24, 25.
Yeah. So it'd go back to being one a year. But as long as they don't do it within 6 months like they did Last Jedi and Solo, so that the box office doesn't eat shit because of it. But I don't know. Maybe they might push Ryan's back because he's been.
I mean, I think they should just stop it until Feige gets like.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's years away. Obviously, it has just come out like this week.
Yeah.
Of us filming this that he's doing this, so it's still very very fresh. I doubt they have any script even like.
Not even.
I'm sure they're just like, hey, you want to do a film? It's like, yeah, of course I do.
Well, I think it came out that he pitched something to Kathleen Kennedy, and that's what got them talking.
Was it really?
I don't know if it was a specific. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
What the fuck does he pitch? Hey, can I do a movie? Yeah. He pitched it. Yeah, we'll get Feige to do it.
What's your name? Kevin Feige. Okay.
We'll give you 7. When are we thinking timeline? Do you think it'll be parallel to this new series? Do you think it'll be before or after?
We don't even know when the Game of Thrones guys or Rian Johnson's are. We're assuming that the Game of Thrones guys are doing Old Republic, so that's going to be anywhere between 500 to 1,000.
And I think the big assumption for Rian Johnson is that it's going to follow the little Jedi boy at the end. I doubt that. I think that was just a very throwaway little thing at the end. I don't think that it will involve that little kid. But I think Rian Johnson will want to do some kind of Jedi thing. It won't be so much like a Rogue One or a Solo where it's like the slums. I think it'll be more a little bit higher than that in terms of.
I want Rian Johnson to do something because I think with at least with the new trilogy, I don't want to say the prequels and originals all too, but at least with the sequel trilogy, he's done the best like exploring the Force. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the part that I love of Last Jedi is that whole sequence of.
I don't know that he needs to do the Kylo and Rey, seeing each other again with different characters.
I would like to see him explore those themes of what the Force is in balance and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want him to have main characters like Rey, but I think I'm excited. I think we can get a little bit more creative with it than just good versus bad.
Yeah.
Which is what he was doing.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope to see. I don't know if that's worth a trilogy. So we'll definitely have to have some more conflict on the office. There will be. Yeah. But I think it's Old Republic or Knights of the Old Republic?
Old Republic. I don't think they're gonna go Knights of the Old Republic. It complicates too much.
Not KOTOR?
No. It complicates too much of the new canon because Darth Bane is canon as of this point through the Clone Wars.
When was Darth Nihilus? Because I love that character. I've not played any of the games, but after watching some videos on him, that dude is fucking brutal.
It's not canon, so I don't know.
I know, but I would love to see Darth Nihilus just because I love that character. Again, I haven't played the games. I think we eventually will play them.
Yeah,
but
I think you're more into the old legends, the old canon than I am.
Oh yeah, because I love the kind of golden era of the Force.
Yeah. Because my knowledge extends to Jason and Jaina Solo, Anakin Solo. Yeah. That's it.
I didn't read a whole lot of books. I actually read a lot of comics, but Darth Nihilus is fucking brutal.
Yeah, I own the Thrawn trilogy. I own Darth Plagueis, and I own the Darth Bane trilogy.
Was it Darth Nihilus who basically I might be misremembering, but I think he chose to be evil to save the other person from being evil.
Nihilus is the one with the white and red.
Yeah. Okay. This is Legends. I don't remember. I think it's a book, but basically, because how the rule of two, like if there's one good, there's one bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was him and another Force-sensitive female, and he basically chose to be evil so she could be good because he didn't want her to be corrupted. I don't remember if it's Nihilus, but I just thought that was really fucking cool because I remember that was kind of the theory going into for Kylo was that he's choosing to be evil so she can be good, but that's a whole other thing. I doubt at this point. Anyway.
Yeah, that's
would have been cool, but no. But I just remember I really liked that he kind of played that rule of two into his favor for her sake. Yeah. I don't remember if that was Nihilus. I don't think it was. Nihilus was more like.
I mean, it could have been because I would have heard something like that with
either way, none of it matters.
Yeah, it does not matter. They're not canon. They don't matter.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we're very excited for Feige. If you watch this, Feige, I doubt you are. Welcome. We're very fucking excited to have you.
Thank you for everything you've done in the MCU, and we're very excited to see what you do with
Daddy Marvel.
With at least what I love the most. Probably you love the most too.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's Marvel. It's funny because as a kid, dude, like I had three major loves. Like rock and roll, like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, bands like that. Star Wars. And Marvel. Those are my big three loves as a kid, and it's still to this day my big three are.
My big three were Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter.
Yeah, eventually I got later, like I think around the time the Nolan movies came out, I got really into Batman.
Yeah.
Even in high school, I got really into Lord of the Rings. So those obviously my love expanded, but all the time growing up, Star Wars and Marvel, and then I can never say which I love more. I always love them equally.
I know for sure I love Star Wars the most.
I think as a group, Star Wars became bigger, but I think with the MCU getting bigger and better, I think they're about equal now.
Yeah, probably because I think the fact that right now we're at 23 movies with Marvel. I think that
and even more that
I think 23 movies over 11 years equals the amazing story we've gotten over 40 years.
And just my love for that was before any MCU. This is back when like Spider-Man fucking 2 and Daredevil and Fantastic Four, like before any MCU.
And I was loving Batman when it was my two most watched DVDs that were not Star Wars.
I really liked the animated series and Batman Forever.
I think everybody loves the animated series.
I think the Tim Burton movie scared me. And I really like the Schumacher.
Tim Burton movies suck.
I think fuck you.
The Batman Returns sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the Tim Burton show.
But anyway, back to Feige. A person.
Let's get Feige to do Batman. Oh, holy shit! Have him do the Batman.
If this Matt Reeves thing doesn't work out, you just call Feige. He'll fix everything. But
I'm excited for the Batman.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey trailer dropped today. Looks like shit. Yeah. I'm excited for Ewan McGregor.
Obviously it's not tied to anything, but I think this is just going to be his year because he's in that new Stephen King movie, Dr. Sleep or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Well, I mean, I think this has been the couple years for Stephen King because it too was great.
And then he just got announced that he's reprising his role as Obi-Wan, which is amazing. And then he's got this Birds of Prey thing coming out, which he'll probably be great in, and we won't care about the rest of the characters.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up for this episode.
Yeah.
I think next episode we're probably going to focus on Spider-Man returning to the MCU. I don't know how long we make that, so we might get a 2-for lepisode.
Yeah. But
leave in the comments which one you like after that. I think we're kind of gravitating towards. I would like to talk about speculation of Ewan McGregor's story after Star Wars.
Oh, that could be a 2-hour episode.
I know, yeah. So leave in the comments if you want to see that, or just leave in the comments what episode you'd like to see us talk about.
You want us to talk
Star Wars, Marvel, whatever.
Star Wars, Marvel, Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, the the Disney Plus MCU stuff. Just
let us know what you want to talk about. Cause we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think maybe we should do an episode of just speculating on what Ewan McGregor's role will be. I mean, obviously it's Obi-Wan, but something that I've always
so he's playing Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No shit.
Yeah.
I thought he was playing Sebulba.
There was rumors. Yeah. But he can't, walk like that.
So get Daniel Day-Lewis. He can be anybody. But something that I'm really excited for is that I never realized that Obi-Wan doesn't know that he didn't kill Anakin. You're right?
Yeah.
Did it scare you? No. Did you not know that?
That was in Legends, at least. I don't know. I would hope that transfers to canon because I want to see.
That'd be an amazing thing, like just his deterioration.
Next episode, because
I want to see him realize that he didn't finish the job.
Yes. Right. That's all we're gonna say about that because I have a lot to say about that in particular.
Okay. Well, fuck it. How about next episode we'll talk about Spider-Man Returning, and then we'll talk about Ewan McGregor. We'll cut it down like 15 minutes each.
Yep.
All right.
That sounds good.
See you next episode. For that, leave in the comments what you want us to talk about next. I'm Sam.
I'm Tony.
And we are your virtual best friends.
See you later.